The gas station, nobody took her car. She came back, put gas, we dropped off my friend. We dropped off another friend, went to our house. She followed me inside, and we were there for about 2 hours. And she didn't ask me.
What were you doing it for the 2 hours in your house?
We were playing intimate friendship. And after that...
You're a fast learner.
Yeah.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
This is a tape recorder where he leaves me a voice message the day after the incident where he admits he took off in my car without me.
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
And later today...
A bad check was written on it, and you knew that it was an account that had no funds in it. That's bank fraud, for which you can go to jail.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Rebecca Castillo says former lover Manuel Gonzalez drove her car without permission and wrecked it. Manuel claims Rebecca is making up a story.
Keep going.
Then after that, I told her to leave because we had to drop off one of my buddy Mike's girlfriend that had just got there. And I didn't want to see her anymore. And she got upset and was telling me things about me and her. And I told her, I'm not with you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
This is after you played intimate friendship?
Yes. Of course. And then after that, she went to her car. We left. About halfway to our destination, we realized she was following us. We turned into the apartments where we were supposed to be. She followed us in, and you have to turn like zigzag. So we parked on the side, and as soon as she came in, I got off the car and told her why she was following me, and I was pretty upset. While she mashes out in reverse, boom, hits a wall, and I ran around the side of the car to the driver's side because I was pissed. I was telling her things, you know, I probably shouldn't have been saying. But then she takes off forward and hits the front side of her car on one of those big poles.
Okay. Now, I see that you have something over there, Miss Castillo. I'd like you to tell me what it is.
This is a tape recorder where he leaves me a voice message the day after the incident where he admits he took off in my car without me.
Oh, I'd like to hear that. That I would like to hear, and I would like you to give it to Officer Burtz because I want to listen to it very carefully. You wouldn't have done that, sir.
No.
Is that right?
No, that's not my voice.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh. 076. Received June 6th at 7:19 a.m.
Hey, when I left you yesterday, when you left at the night, your car was fine. I don't know what you're tripping on. I didn't do nothing to your car. I didn't hit nothing, and after I took off, I only took off once without you. And when I came back, your car was fine. I didn't hit nothing, so I don't know why you're going to be mad at me. But if you're all right, you're late.
Erase.
That is your voice, Mr. Gonzalez?
That is not my voice.
Sure it is.
Does that even admit that I was driving?
Yeah, it said that I only took off in your car once, and I didn't do any damage to your car.
Well, that wasn't me. I haven't driven
I only took off. Listen to me. This is what it says.
Okay.
And you know what's logical, Mr. Gonzalez, because you're a smart young man.
Yes.
If she was going to falsify this and have somebody else pretend that they were you,
yes,
she would have had this person say, listen, I'm sorry I did all the damage to your car. I'll pay you for it.
Yes.
Wouldn't have had them say, listen, I didn't damage your car. I took off with it once and I brought it back. Nothing happened to it. So I don't know what you're complaining about. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Good. So this is your voice, and you acknowledge that you took off once with her car, but you say, I didn't cause any damage to your car. That I believe. So you see, you shouldn't fib.
Okay.
Because if you fib, then I can doubt everything that you're telling me. Now, Miss Castillo, I don't believe you damaged your car. I think that you were really angry, and I think that if your car got damaged, you did it, or you let him drive your car. Now, if you're going to choose playmates, you got to choose playmates that are somehow equal to you. These young men, on that night in June, were doing nothing more than using you as a chauffeur. I am not comfortable enough with your story to find that Mr. Gonzalez, as outrageous as his behavior might be, and however morally reprehensible his behavior might be, is responsible for the damage to your car, Ms. Castillo. So your complaint is dismissed. That's all.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She was probably hating that I didn't want to be with her.
I didn't even want him.
She said it over and over that she wanted to be with me. And
He's not even my type.
he was a nice person, but I wasn't having it, you know what I mean?
The lies just don't stop. In his dream.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Goodall versus Elder. Step forward, please.
19-year-old nanny Stephanie Goodall is suing her former employer, 26-year-old Wendy Elder, for a fraudulent check she cashed on Wendy's behalf.
Bird, you got to listen to this very carefully. I don't always ask you to do it, but this one is just one of those.
I will pay attention.
Okay. Miss Goodall was Miss Elder's nanny.
Yes, ma'am.
And according to the complaint, Miss Elder, according to her, received a check from some relative. And the check, for some reason, was made out to Miss Goodall, because according to Miss Elder, this relative was old. And she asked Miss Goodall to cash the check. Miss Goodall deposited the check for $1,850 in her checking account, and then slowly, over the course of several days, withdrew the money and gave it to Miss Elder. It turns out that the check bounced. Now, Miss Elder got the cash and spent it.
Of course.
Miss Goodall got the shaft because her bank wants their money.
Sure.
Miss Elder is outraged that Miss Goodall is suing her, and she's going to explain why. Go!
Your Honor, I didn't write those checks. They were not in my name, they were in her name. I spoke to my relative over the phone. I explained to him that we were having a nanny for my brother's wedding, and he offered to pay expenses and nanny expenses. And I said,
Just a minute. You're adding that to your answer, by the way. That's not what you said in your answer. What you said in your answer was that a relative of your husband's agreed to help you with trip expenses. Not nanny expenses, trip expenses.
Trip and nanny expenses, Your Honor.
Listen to me. You have a husband, correct?
Yes, Your
because
Honor.
you say this is a relative of your husband's.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I assume your husband has a job?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what about you?
I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2.
You're a stay-at-home mom. Do you have a home?
We live in an apartment.
Do you pay rent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your husband has a job?
Yes, Your Honor.
You pay telephone, gas, electric?
Yes, Your Honor.
You pay them by check or cash?
We pay them by money order.
So your husband gets his paycheck, and what does he do with it?
We go
Don't think fast. What does he do with his paycheck?
He cashes it.
Where?
At the bank.
What bank?
Wells Fargo.
Is that where you keep your account? You
No,
can't
ma'am.
cash a check there unless...
It's drawn on there.
What kind of work does he do?
A grocer. He's a grocery manager.
How long has he worked there?
11 years.
Is there any reason why you don't have a checking account? Is not an answer. Most people have a reason. If they have a job for 11 years, they have a wife, they have 2 children, they have an apartment, they have gas, electric, telephone. Most people have checking accounts. So don't give me an answer that's not going to sit well with me, Miss Elder. Why don't you have a checking account?
We're unable to get one.
Why?
Bankruptcy.
They won't give you a
last 2
checking
years-
account because you have a bankruptcy?
In the last 2 years, yes, Your Honor.
No, my dear. You may not be able to get a checking account because you've committed bank fraud before. That's a possibility.
I've never done that before, Your Honor.
Maybe your husband has.
No, he's not, Your Honor.
Well, if you have a bankruptcy, you can still get a checking account. All you have to do is put money in it.
We have
But
a
you
savings
can-
account.
Well, you have a savings account. Well, then you can open up a checking account in the same bank that you have a savings account in. So there's a reason why you don't have a checking account. You have to do the explanation to me how you got the money, she got the shaft, and how she has nerve to sue you. You have an answer?
No, Your Honor.
So why didn't you give her money back?
Because I don't have that money. I didn't give it to her.
She wasn't paid by your relative. There's a difference if your relative said, I'm going to pay your nanny, and he gives her a bad check. She cashed the check and gave the cash to you. Don't you catch the difference?
I catch the difference, Your Honor, but it wasn't, she didn't give me the whole cash.
How much money did she give you? How much money did you give her?
I gave her $1,900, Your Honor.
I have record of $1,500.
So, let's say
Yeah.
I believe you now that we're getting to $1,500. She gave you the cash. Why shouldn't you give it back to her if the check was bad?
Well, my relative or my husband's relative should give it to her, not I.
Can I say something? I have record that shows that this was from her account, not from her relative.
Just a second. Maybe the records that you have are going to help me figure out whether she's a thief
Okay.
or dumb.
Okay.
Let me see.
Right there.
Bakersfield Police Department advised that the account on which the check was drawn belonged to Christopher and Wendy Elder. However, the account was closed by the bank in August 2001. That makes you a thief instead of just stupid. Now, that's from the police department.
Well, they didn't talk to me at all.
I don't care whether they don't have
contact
to talk to you. Explain it to me. The account had been yours. It was closed in 2001.
I don't see how that's possible. We have record that it's still open.
Is what you're telling me now that you acknowledge this is your account? Listen to me, Miss Elder. I'm going to advise you right now, because I feel as if it's my responsibility to advise you, that we are taping this, and that I plan on sending this tape to the local law enforcement authority in Bakersfield. So far, you are very close to admitting to bank fraud. And I feel as if without having the benefit of consulting with an attorney, You would do very well to say to me, I don't think I want to answer these questions anymore, Judge. Because what you say in your answer was, listen, it wasn't my bank account, it was my relative's bank account, and I didn't know anything about it. Now we come to a fact from your mouth that it was a bank account that belonged to you and your husband. You said, and my relative. Maybe, maybe not. But if it belonged to the three of you and a bad check was written on it and you knew that it was an account that had no funds in it, that's bank fraud, for which you can go to jail. And my sense is, if you are a woman who doesn't have a checking account and who has a husband who's worked in the same place for 11 years, you are no stranger to problems with banks. Do you follow my drift?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to answer my questions anymore?
No, Your Honor.
Perfect. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,900. That's all.
Party Judge, Frazier versus Turner.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in, Your Honor. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Ms. Turner, is your husband here today?
No, ma'am.
Where is he?
At work.
How long have you been married?
8 years.
You have children?
No, ma'am.
Miss Frazier, according to what I've read, you and Miss Turner's husband have been friends for a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
How many years have you been a friend to Miss Turner's husband?
About 20 years.
You know him from school?
From school. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
And according to you, Miss Turner is not happy that you have a nice, close friendship with her husband, and she reacted to that, according to you, by harassing you and vandalizing your car.
Yes.
Miss Turner says nothing could be farther from the truth, that you have actually been harassing her and she would never do anything to vandalize your car.
Correct.
I read your answer, Miss Turner, and I read Miss Frazier's complaint. Do you approve of the friendship that Miss Frazier has with your husband?
I didn't have a problem with her being friends with my husband. The problem came in when I initially had first contact with Mrs. Frazier. She was being chased down the street by another woman, hollering, "You better leave my husband alone." That's my first initial contact with Mrs. Frazier. At the time, I did not know who she was. And me and my husband was sitting on the porch that day, and he looked and said, "That's my friend Kathy." He went over to offer his help, and at that time, she came back over to the porch, sat down to get herself together. After that, that's how I initially met her to let me know.
How long ago?
That was 6 years ago, ma'am.
I'm going to ask you again.
Yes.
Do you have a problem with your husband and Miss Frazier's relationship?
At this time, yes.
And when did you develop a sense that this was not the kind of relationship that was good for your marriage?
To me, friends is a title, and a friend shouldn't come over every other day, shouldn't call every other day. And also, on several occasions, I came home and she was in my house. I don't think that's appropriate for a male and a female, especially a married man, to be in the house with a woman. That's her.
Did you discuss that with your husband?
Yes, I did.
You told your husband that you didn't want?
I think that she comes over too much, and I don't think that's appropriate for her to be in my house when I'm not there.
And what did your husband tell you?
He's saying that they weren't doing anything, but she's there. But I said, that's how things can happen.
So your husband defended his friendship with Miss Frazier?
He made a statement that they are friends.
He defended the friendship. He said, you know, you're reacting. She's a friend.
Yes.
Did that stop her from coming over?
No, ma'am.
She came over while you were working?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you invited over to the house, Miss Frazier?
Yes, Your Honor.
By Miss Turner's husband?
By her husband, yes.
Has he ever come to your house?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Does he come to your house as frequently as you go to his house?
Yes.
So, now I'd like you to tell me, did you witness her vandalizing your car?
Yes, I did.
Anybody else witness her vandalizing your car?
Yes.
Who?
My witness here, Cletus Brown.
Step up, Mr. Brown. How do you know Miss Frazier?
I really don't know Miss Frazier. I had, on Wednesdays, I usually pick up a friend of mine, and we usually always go get groceries at the church on Wednesday. So as we was coming back, this lady here, she was in the parking lot. I mean, she was just hysterical.
Had you ever seen her before?
No, never.
What parking lot was she in?
At the apartment complex.
Is that where you live?
No, ma'am.
Who lives there?
I don't know.
A friend of mine does. The person that I picked up on Wednesday to pick up groceries.
Okay. So you saw her sitting in her car?
No. When I put up in the driveway, she was out of the car. She was cussing, calling this lady here, arm and kick your. I don't know if it looked like a flashlight to me. She was beating the trunk as me and my friend proceeded on.
Beating the trunk of what?
Miss Frazier's car.
And you didn't know Miss Frazier at the time?
No, I did not.
And you didn't know Miss Turner at the time?
No.
So what did you do when you saw Miss Turner beating the trunk of the car with
me and
what looked like a flashlight?
Me and my friend, we proceeded on into the apartment complex because he stays right there on the first floor. And this lady right here, she was still outside cussing and calling this lady names. And so she had proceeded on into the apartment complex. She didn't know which apartment complex Miss Frazier here was in. So she had knocked on some tenants' doors.
Who knocked on the doors?
The defendant here. I guess she was trying to find out which apartment Miss Frazier was in. So Miss Frazier was saying at that time she really didn't want to cause a problem. She told me she was going to handle this the right way. So Miss Frazier here was calling the police, and she continued on out the door.
Where was Miss Frazier physically when she was calling the police? Inside?
She was standing right there in the apartment unit with everyone, because everybody was really kind of traumatized.
I'm asking you, when she was called, where were you when you were calling the police?
Inside our friend's apartment.
Whose friend?
In the window.
Whose
the friend's name is Bobby.
Is that the person you go to the church with?
Right, exactly.
But you had never met her before that day?
No, right.
Never.
I just met him that day.
So you went into Bobby's apartment?
I went to visit Bobby on this particular day. And when I was there visiting Bobby, he introduced me to Cletus. This is my friend Cletus. We go to the store together. And we all decided we was going to play some cards. So Bobby said, man, let's go to the store first, you know. So they went to the store. I sat there, waited on them to come back. When they came back, that's when Janice had pulled up. Her van was parked on the street. My car was parked in the building parking lot. She walked up to my car, beat it on my trunk with this flashlight. She's still ranting and raving, calling me, I'm gonna f you up, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Then she leaves, and she goes back to her car. She gets a flathead screwdriver. She comes back, and she starts scraping up all on the back of my car. Your Honor, this incident has been going on with Janice. Wherever I go, she sees my car. She gets out. She rips and ramps. She calls. She threatens. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. You know,
Frazier, listen to me.
I'm sorry.
You have pictures of the car?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see the pictures of the car. I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with you, Miss Frazier.
Yes.
Then I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with Miss Turner.
Okay.
You know this friend of yours that's been your friend for 20 years?
Yes.
Get rid of him.
Most definitely. I already know that.
Listen to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Get rid of him.
It's not worth it.
You want to know why you're supposed to get rid of him? Because he's enjoying watching you two women make fools of yourself.
Exactly.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
What do you need him for? You think he's making your life pleasant? According to the answer that I receive here, he has not made your life pleasant.
And later today,
her girlfriend was egging her on.
Don't tell me she was egging her on. What did
do
she
it,
say?
do it. You're not going to do it. Do it. You're not going to do it. I know you're not going to do it. And they were both laughing.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Kathleen Frazier says her car was vandalized by Janice Turner. Janice says Kathleen won't keep away from her husband.
Miss Turner, whether you like to acknowledge it or not, your husband is enjoying watching two women clawing at each other, fighting over him.
Exactly.
That's their mentality.
Thank you. Thank you.
You may not believe that, but I want you to think about something you told me before. You said to me, I told him that you don't think it's appropriate for her to be at your house when you're working. He's your husband. He's supposed to care about your feelings, whether you're right or wrong. And this friendship that he has with this lady certainly isn't important as your marriage, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Clearly, it hasn't stopped him.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's sitting back and he's enjoying watching you two ladies make fools out of yourself. What does he do for a living?
It's a painter.
And what do you do?
I'm a secretary.
You've been working for the same company for a while?
15 years.
You look like a terrific lady.
Thank you.
What do you need him for? You think he's making your life pleasant? According to the answer that I receive here, he has not made your life pleasant in the last few years with his relationship with Miss Frazier. You did the wrong thing, by the way. I mean, he's married.
I know.
He's married. It's nice to have a male friend, but if it gets in the way of his marriage and it gets in the way of your peace, you say to him, listen, stay with your wife, leave me alone, I'll find another friend. Cletus looks like a lovely man. Find Cletus. Are you married, Cletus?
No, ma'am.
Perfect. Not worth it. You want to say anything to me?
I want to say that on The date of April the 6th that she's claiming, I was working at the time, she said, approximately at 1:30.
She didn't say any time.
Ma'am, I'm just going on her statement.
I'm just telling you, Cletus wasn't lying.
Okay.
You can't get that kind of frustrated, Miss Turner. Anything else you want to tell me?
No, ma'am.
Can I see the estimate of the damage, please? Are you friends of hers?
Yes, ma'am.
Been friends for a long time?
Yes.
You know the husband?
Yes, I do. Your Honor, I also know how Miss Frazier I work with Miss Turner at the school, and she has harassed our office staff. I have all of that information.
I believe it's true.
Okay.
You following what I'm saying about this husband?
I follow you.
He's enjoying watching these two women fight over him. Makes him feel good, you know? Makes him feel like Brad Pitt.
For real. It's not worth it. I'm sorry.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,151. Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I don't think that's appropriate for a man or a woman to be alone, especially a married man in a house with a woman.
Her husband was like, she can't tell me what to do, and we've been friends for long, and I'm not going to let her and nobody else ruin our friendship.
It was just unfortunate, but, I said, I told her I'd stick with it through the end,
Misery loves company. She's a lonely woman. And like Judge Judy told her, he's single. Go maybe see if he could talk to her.
It's just one of those things. Live and you learn.
You look for trouble, trouble will find you.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Taub versus Gilmer, step forward, please.
27-year-old Carly Taub and her parents, Harris and Judy Taub, are suing their neighbors, 13-year-old Kimberly Gilmer and her mother, Martha, for car repair bills.
Mr. and Mrs. Taub, and I assume this is your daughter.
Right.
Who, according to your complaint, is entering law school.
I just finished law school, actually.
Well, just
took the
finished
bar.
law school.
Yeah.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck. According to your complaint, you purchased this car for her. You a neighbor of the defendants? Do you live across the street from each other, or was she just visiting a neighbor?
I was visiting.
She was visiting a neighbor of yours, and her daughter got into her car and either backed or moved forward, and her car hit your car, causing some damage. Do you have pictures of the damage?
We do.
I'd like to see it, please. Where did you go to law school, Miss Taub?
Golden Gate University in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the tire on the back. I couldn't figure out what it was. It looked like a satellite.
It's a Honda 2001 SUV with a spare tire that's on the back of the tail.
Now I got it. How old are you?
I just turned 13.
When did this happen?
August 14th.
What time of the day or evening did you go out and get into this car?
Like the afternoon.
Whose car did you get into?
My mom's.
Why?
Because we were about to go home.
Who gave you the keys to the car?
My mom's purse was in my grandma's house, and I knew she would forget it, so I had her purse on my shoulder.
So you had your mother's purse on your shoulder. You took the keys?
Yes.
Why did you start the car?
Because it was a really hot day, and I wanted to turn the air conditioning on so it would get cool in the car when we were driving.
But you hit their car. How did that happen?
Because I didn't know the car was in gear, and I didn't know it would move, and when I put the keys in the ignition and turned it, it jumped forward because the car was in, or lunged forward because the car was in gear.
Tell me your first name.
Kimberly.
Have you ever put the key in the car before? Kimberly? Have you
yeah.
ever... Where were you when you put the key in the car before?
The key in my mom's car or someone else's car?
In your mom. Let's try your mom's car.
At our house, just putting them in.
For what reason?
I don't know. Just because.
Where did you get the keys from when you just because put it in the ignition?
From in her car, because she always puts her purse in the car.
Has your mother ever said to you, don't take the keys out of my car and don't start the car?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
So why do you do it?
Because I didn't listen to her.
Right. So now, Kimberly, your mom gave you her pocketbook or you took it?
I took it.
And did you tell her you were going outside to wait for her?
Well, we all went outside. Me and my older sister, her boyfriend, and my mom.
So your mother saw that you had her pocketbook?
I don't know if she saw I had it, but...
Well, she didn't leave her pocketbook in the house, did she? You were all getting ready to go. Don't speak to her. So, Kimberly, these people are in their house not doing anything. Their car is sitting on the street in a legally parked space, and you get in the car, and you start the car, and you lunge forward, and you damage their car. Who do you think is responsible?
Me.
Great!
But...
Just a second. Great! Now I'll hear your but.
But It's not like I purposely tried to hit their car.
That's why they call it an accident.
Yeah.
Whose fault is it?
Mine.
Right. And if you were an adult, you would have to pay for it, right?
Right.
Because it was an accident that was your fault. Even though it wasn't purposeful, you didn't get into the car with a view towards damaging somebody else's property. That's why we call it an accident. But since you're 12 and not responsible under the law, so I can't make a judgment against you, I have to make a judgment against you. Right?
Yep.
Perfect. Then we understand each other. How much did it cost to fix it?
Well, we haven't gotten it fixed yet.
What's your estimate?
$945, close to $950.
$945. Yeah. How many estimates do you have?
We have two. The one I like, though, the brunt of the damage was done on this wheel cover. It's cockeyed. And what the mechanic said to me made sense.
Don't tell me what the mechanic said to you. Just let me see the two estimates.
Sure. Judge Judy, can I tell you how it really happened?
Sure.
Are you interested? Okay.
Sure, I am interested. Okay. Always interested if somebody's not telling me the truth.
Okay. Well, I was reading. It was around
I don't care what you were doing.
5 o'clock. Quiet. I hear noise outside. Like, I thought there were drunken kids outside before I even saw them, just by the noise element and how they were giggling and laughing.
Let's go. I have other things to do today.
And I see the two kids. They talk to a fella, and I figured, well, you can't stop kids from being on the street. I went back to read a book. About a minute later, I looked out again. I just got a gut feeling nothing good was going to come of this. I see her get into the car, sans pocketbook, no pocketbook. And the other, her girlfriend, was egging her on. And they were
What do you
both
mean? Don't tell me
laughing.
she was egging her on. What did
Do
she
it,
say?
do it. You're not going to do it. Do it. You're not going to do it. I know you're not going to do it. And they were both laughing. I mean, really laughing. And now I'm glued to the window because this car it doesn't even have a paint job. It's like a black matte primer.
I got it.
And then she talked to a fella in a truck. I think maybe she's 16, so
Whatever.
I thought she's going to back out and take off.
Whatever.
But what she did was put it in gear and accelerate. It was such a loud noise.
She didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. She didn't mean to hurt your car. She didn't mean to hurt her mother's car. She had no business being in a car. She had no business being in possession of the car keys.
Right.
Her mother's statement is she has trouble with her. She can't watch her 24/7, therefore it's not her fault. That's pretty much what you said in your statement. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, as between you and these poor people, you're responsible for the damage your daughter does. And if I were you, I'd have her do a whole bunch of something, babysitting, whatever it is.
370 on the calendar in the matter of Parker versus Martinez. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Ladies, have seats, please.
Mr. Parker, which one of your daughters loaned her car to the defendant?
Jennifer, be that one right there.
Step up, Jennifer. How do you know the defendant?
I used to work with Carlos, and he dated my best friend.
And when did you tell him he could use your car?
I let him use it on August 10th.
Was it the first time you let him use your car?
I let him borrow it to go to his sister's house one time. And
So it wasn't the first time?
No.
Did your father know you were lending him the car?
No, he did not.
Were you under instructions not to let anybody use your car?
Yes, I was.
So why did you let Carlos use the car?
Because the situation he was in, he was supposed to go to a court in Enfield, and he had no other way of getting there, and I felt bad for him. I didn't want him to get in any trouble, and he said that if he didn't go to court, he'd have an arrest warrant out for him.
Oh.
And so I felt bad.
What'd you have to go to court for, Carlos?
A group of us.
Is not an answer.
Nah, it's not. But a group of us, including her, we were at a party with a whole bunch of internationals that come to work at Six Flags. And for me, trying to round up everybody so we can get out of there because the cops had shown up and telling everybody to leave unless you belong to the campus, the cops said, we're going to start with you because I was outside, so he arrested me, threw me in the car.
That's not true, Your Honor. We were at the party, and the cops told us we had to be inside.
Inside where?
Just inside the buildings, and they told everyone they wanted us in the building just because we were being loud and everything. And as long as we stayed inside, there wouldn't be a problem with it. Carlos didn't want to stay inside. He felt that he could be outside if he wanted to, and that's why he was arrested.
Your Honor, I think that's false. I remember the cops saying that they wanted everybody out because everybody was trashed out their minds.
What happened at your court hearing, Carlos?
It got, like, waved off, continuous without finding, nothing really, because it was like I didn't really do nothing. I was just outside.
This was the first time you were ever arrested, Carlos?
No.
So you needed Jennifer's car to go to a court hearing?
Yes.
So what happened? You went to court?
I went to court.
And everything was fine,
Yeah.
and then you left court, and what happened, Carlos?
I was coming back, going through Springfield, and I went to take a left on the street, ran a stop sign, and hit a car to get back on the highway to go back to Six Flags to drop off her car.
Was anybody injured?
No, thank God.
I wasn't so concerned about you. I was concerned about the other people
So
in
was
the
I.
car. Why did you run the stop sign, Carlos?